and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Gwen Sparks with Cox Communications. And today in studio we have with us Captain Ron Lance with the Fairfax County Police Department. Welcome, Captain Lance.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Tell us a little bit about your title and what you do at the Fairfax County Police Department.
I'm assigned as the commander of the Organized Crime and Narcotics Division. We're responsible for investigating any organized crime or narcotics case in Fairfax County.
And one of the areas that we've heard a lot about lately has been the increasing heroin growth in terms of some of the schools. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, the scope of the heroin use in Fairfax seems to be on the rise in the last few years. We are currently in the midst of an investigation that started in June of 2007. To date, we've made 14 arrests, and it's stretched from Fairfax County to Baltimore to Washington, D.C., and points in between. As a result of this investigation, we've uncovered a ring that's responsible for 5 overdoses for the distribution of the heroin. So in our eyes, it's a significant case, significant investigation, and we're very concerned that the heroin is on the rise, the use of it.
And tell me, how dangerous is heroin?
Extremely dangerous. Heroin, when ingested, goes right to the brain. It slows down your motor skills, it slows down your respiratory system, ultimately can lead to coma and then death. Extremely addictive. One of the other issues with heroin is usually, historically, is injected with a needle. So you're getting into the needle sharing issues, which have been talked about for the last few years with HIV and other issues when you start sharing needles. Extremely dangerous drug.
And so what should someone like a parent or a teacher look for if they are looking to see if someone is actually addicted to heroin?
One of the first things they want to look at with any drug is a change in the person's behavior. Typically when they get on heroin, their mood will change, sleeping habits will change, eating habits will change. Signs of heroin use will show slowed motor function. The brain won't work as quick. Decision making is slowed down. So they need to look at those type of things. In addition to that, as I spoke of earlier with the needle use, marks on the arms. Sometimes you'll see folks use a needle on their foot. There's a vein between the 2 toes sometimes to hide it from the arm. So those are the things you need to be looking for as a parent, particularly who they're hanging out with. Ask those extra questions. I tell people that all the time. Know who your children are hanging out with.
And what about the Fairfax County Police Department? What are they doing to sort of help people become more aware of this situation?
Well, as I spoke of, our number one priority is the enforcement, to make sure that we eradicate drugs coming into Fairfax County, not just heroin, but any drug that's used in Fairfax County or being brought into Fairfax County. We realize the importance of educating the community. So one of the things that we are doing is we've educated our school resource officers. Each school has a school resource officer, where they're being instructed on signs and symptoms of heroin use. In turn, we want them to educate the administrative staff, the teachers at the schools. In addition to that, we're attending some neighborhood meetings, community meetings in the near future. We're going to go out to the public and bring our message to them, what to be looking for.
And Captain Lance, can you tell us how kids how they progress from alcohol, say, to heroin? What the progression is?
It can be introduced from a friend, at a party. Some of them tend to dabble in marijuana, alcohol, which are gateway drugs, and can go straight into heroin. It can be introduced, as I said, from a friend or just experimentation.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Officer Lance. We're going to put some of the websites up to help parents and teachers and friends get more information on this. I'm Gwen Sparks, and this has been CNN Headline News, Cox Local Edition. Thank you for joining us.